What's up, guys? George from Downtown Vapes, and as promised, I'm going to be doing the rebuild video for a rebuildable atomizer using the 20 gauge kanthol wire that was shown in our last video. For this type of build, you're going to need, of course, the mod and the atomizer. Depending on what tool they give you, mine comes with the really small and annoying Allen key, so make sure you don't lose that. You might need small screwdrivers like these. So I would suggest that you cut at least 6 inches to have some play while you initially build this, because if you're new to it, you're going to make a lot of mistakes like me. The drill bit that I'm using to make the coil around is a 9/64 drill bit. You will also need a set of tweezers for the cotton, some pliers, and some cutters. Before you build, I suggest that you oxidize the wire. It makes it a lot easier to work with. You can do that by using a blowtorch or any other device that shoots a hot enough flame to light it up, and just gradually work your way up the entire wire. So when you first start to wrap the wire, you want to bring it to the back like this. Hold it with one finger. I'm going to do a circular reeling motion if it stays on there. And just remember that the less loops, the more resistance. So I'm going to stop at 3. Because I had 4 originally, but I'm going to try 3. Just like that. And you want it to be tight, just like that. Now I didn't really leave much room for me. You kind of want to have these legs kind of long, but I kind of messed up the first attempt, so kind of left with that. So after this, let me clip some off to make it easier to work with. You're going to take your mod and you're going to stick the longer stem through the positive terminal, which is in the middle. Get closer. Okay. Stick it through. This one's kind of fighting me. Since I have that really short wire, it's not being cooperative at all. So I'm going to try to switch them around. Just like that. Come on, there you go. Perfect. Now you see how it's kind of touching the base? You don't want to do that because you can short out the wire or your battery. So you're going to want to bring it upright. Tighten this down first. Try to get as close to the post as possible. And just manipulate the coil. This is where tweezers come in handy because you can get right in there. Okay. Just like that. I'm trying to bring it upwards. This is really close. I'm going to try to pull it back out. Sorry, I'm on a laptop. It's a little hard. I'm really close to the post, so I'm going to have to loosen it up and pull it out just a tad. if you do work with a wire as thick as 20 gauge, it's a good thing and also a bad thing, because in some ways it's easy to work with, in other ways it's not. So for this build, I'm just doing a single coil. As you can see, for the type of atomizer I have, it's a 3-post. So if I were to build a dual coil, I'd have to keep a longer portion of the wire this way, build the coil, and then wrap it through this way. If you had a Helios type setup that come with 4 posts, it'd be so much easier to build a dual coil. Like Mike. Alright, so now we're going to cut the excess. Try to get as close as possible. Okay. And now mine should have the battery in, but it doesn't. I didn't think that through.
I love telescoping mounts.
Yep, that's the good thing about telescoping mounts. Whenever you mess up, you can recover quite quickly. Now you can understand why they're called telescoping mounts. And now you want to start pulsing. You're going to see this wire gets very hot, okay? Just like that. That's 20 gauge for you. You're going to start to pinch to try to get these coils as close as possible to each other. Get some. You see how it's going from the inside out? That's exactly what you want. No hot spots. If you do have hot spots, you just pulse it, you take your pliers, and you just correct it. Simple as that. Let's check one more time. Still have a little hot spot in the middle. It's not perfectly touching. Alright, I think that's pretty good.
As good as you're gonna get.
Yeah, as good as it's gonna get. So now you just let this cool for a sec, because this coil is extremely hot. I recommend that you tighten it down one last time, because it does move around while you cut and while you bend and yada yada yada. This is why I hate this little Allen key, because it's so fragile. So I recommend you get a atomizer with the screws, because they're so much easier to work with. Okay, so you have your atomizer coil all built, ready to go. You take your cotton. Now I recommend that you get 100% cotton, because that is the purest cotton without all these pesticides and everything else that they have. I did actually boil my own cotton, which is just an extra precaution that you could take. I mean, I kind of would like to do it. I like doing it, so basically just put some cotton balls in boiling water, let it boil for around 10 minutes, and then just wring them out and let them dry, and you should be good to go. So you're going to want to take a small enough piece to the point where you can roll it and where it can slide through. It's not too loose, not too hard to stick through. So I want you to get something like this. I like using cotton. It's a lot better. I haven't had any experience with the wick, but from what I know, it's a lot better to use cotton than wick. And if you're having trouble, just twist and pull. Get it just like that. This is where you're going to take your needle nose, your tweezers, and you're just going to tuck in the ends.
What a little bit.
We should be okay. And just take each side and just, you're going to take this side, bring it around, and wrap it underneath the coil. you're having some trouble with the cotton, you could soak in a little bit of e-juice just to get to the point where it's a little tighter and smaller. So you want to get all this juice inside the walls of the atomizer so you have no drippage, and something like this. Okay, now do not hit the button because you will burn the cotton and the taste will be disgusting. We've had some experiences with that and it's not good. I'm gonna go grab some e-juice and show you how it works. Hey guys, sorry about that. I forgot my juice upstairs. I'm using the Toad by Juicy Vapor. It's a pretty good juice. It's a mixture of peach and other fruits. I mean, peach is really strong in this juice, but so you're gonna saturate the cotton. Make sure you get the coils as well. Coil. Just gotta remember that this is a very hot burning coil, so be generous with your juice. So make sure it's nice and saturated. I'm sure you can't really see it that well, but yeah. Okay, one last drop. You take a cap. This is the one I made. Well, I modified, I guess you can say. I oxidized it. Literally, since it's stainless steel, if you heat it up with a blowtorch, the chemicals they use to make it stainless steel, whatever, makes it this bluish tint. So you just gotta sit there with the blowtorch, and I also upgraded the holes, made them the same bit that we use, the 9/64 bit, I used to drill out the holes. So since it's just a single coil, just match up one of them, and let's see how she vapes. Whew. Oh, a little bit of a dry hit. Needs a little bit more juice. I would recommend that you let the juice steep a little bit before you take a hit like me. Again, I'm still new to this, so because you need this juice to penetrate the dry cotton. So I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. I don't want to have another dry hit because that wasn't fun. Alright, now that you let the juice sit around for a couple seconds, I think it's time to take a little vape. Pretty good vape production. So yeah, now that I can't see, you can see that 20 gauge kanthol is very good in producing vapor. Flavor is pretty good. It is a very hot coil, so you're gonna get all those pluses: the vapor plus the flavor. Coming from a dual coil to a single coil, it's kind of the same, since the 20 gauge is the 20 gauge kanthol is it's a high flow wire, so you know, dual coil is just that much better if you really want the vapor. So thanks for watching. I hope this video can help you in your builds. This was my second build, so I am new at this. If you have any questions, shoot us an email, visit our Instagram page. Just keep watching our videos, comment, subscribe. See you guys later.